a sinner, left my lover crying on the dance floor. I'm a sinner, I'm a sinner.
Welcome back to Love at First Sight. We're doing the final act. My eyes on you, and your eye on me. Rue sighed. I'm seriously in a bad mood. I want to hit something. I'm in class, but I'm so pissed I can't concentrate on what's being taught. Last weekend they said there was some kind of event going on, so I went into town to check it out. What I saw there really disgusted me. I saw another group of students from school there. I'm not saying I hate them just because they're from my school, though. What disgusted me was that they were with one of my classmates, Sachi. So yeah, I'm gonna give her the higher pitch voice, but not until she actually talks. Of course, I couldn't start something there in the crowd of people, so I just beat the crap out of a trash can and went home. I hate those guys. That girl with only one eye, well, she looks fun to kick around, but I don't hate her because of how she looks or anything. I hate her because she's a spineless insect. Even if I insult her, she never gets mad. Even if I grab her leg and trip her up, she never tries to fight back. She never complains, how she never even glares at me as she scurries away. The way I see it, there's no reason for me to stop anytime soon. She'll never ask anyone for help. She'll never even have friends who could help her. I hate her, but I love how she trembles when I hurt her. That's why she always be my punching bag. But lately, something's been getting between me and my punching bag. There's been a second-year guy who I think only transferred in a few months ago, and he's been sticking his nose where it doesn't belong. I doubt the weakling just asked for help for some upperclassmen she doesn't even know. I bet he's just helping her because it makes him feel good about himself. It lets him feel like he's better than someone. But I don't care how much he needs to use her as his pathetic confidence booster. She doesn't do anything to deserve that, the coward. She just got lucky. This weekend, she was with the second-year guy who and two others I can read. She looked so happy and it made me sick. I've seen the other two she was with before. I especially remember that Akemi girl. In middle school, she came up to preach to me about how I was so mean or some crap, that stupid white knight attitude. As soon as I found out she was in the high school I was going to, I waited to see if she'd come at me again, but she never did. I doubt she wants anything to do with me after what I did to her. But now I feel like she spit in my face. I'm running out of patience. Finally, the bell rings and school is over. Sachi's going to try and be the first one out of classroom again, but today I'm not going to let her get away. I reach the doorway before her and stop her from leaving. Hey! Yes? Come here, I want to talk to you. I grab her arm before she can say anything and drag her out of the classroom. That hurts. I would normally start using her as my punching bag right then and there, but this time I need to find somewhere we won't be disturbed. School's over and the only students on the stairway are those going to their club activities. I drag her up to the door that leads to the roof and pin her there. Stop it. Please? Did that little bitch just try to talk back to me? What the hell did you just say to me? I said, Any resistance she wanted to show me leaks out of her and she shuts her mouth. Her white knight friends must have been trying to get her to stand up to me. I don't like that, and I let her know by driving my fist into her stomach several times. Ugh! This time all she does is take it. So much for standing up to me. See, she'll never change. I shove her and she tumbles backwards. As she comes tumbling down, something falls out of her pocket and hits the ground with a clatter that echoes on the stairway. Looks like her cell phone, and she's got a new strap on it, and I've never seen before. I pick it up with my left hand before she can move to smash it against the ground. No. She stares at her phone like a retard. But her eye is suddenly on me and it's full of rage. I never seen such a piercing, angry glare. It stops me before I can throw her phone. Her freakish eyeball is only making it worse, and that eye seems to be brimming with courage. I never seen her in it like this before. Leave me alone already. She jumps back to her feet, and I can tell she's not going to back down this time. And give me back my phone. She's yelling now, and I'm surprised to hear her raise her voice at me that I stand there stupidly for a few seconds. And then the phone in my hand starts ringing. Please call and give it to me. Like hell, I'm gonna just let her have it. Give it back now. But she doesn't wait for me and move. She doesn't wait for me to move and, marching up to me, tries to snatch the phone out of my hand. No, you don't. I shake her off and aim to punch her face. And she tries to block it. I never seen her fight back or try to protect herself like this before. She's not a fighter, though. She's no fighter, though, so even if this newfound energy, she can't stop me from driving my fist into her face. But even though my blows connect, she stands her ground, barely letting out a sound and regaining her balance right away. Before I can pull my hand back, she grabs onto my wrist. Give it back. Once again, she reaches for the phone in my left hand. Now that she's holding onto my right hand, I can't hit her as easily. I push into her shoulder with my arm with the arm she latched onto and kick her left leg out from under her. She's already leaning forward and reaching for her phone, so this is easy throwing her off balance. Reflectively, I push on her again and throw her onto the floor behind me, and I turn to follow and throw up another punch. Or I try to. Oh shit! We're on the stairway, there's no floor behind me. I had to send her flying with more force than I meant to use. Everything seems to slow down as she flies down the steps toward the landing below her. You, what? Your side. Wait, Sachi's not here yet? I thought you went to find her. I arrived at the shoe rack at the exit of the school building to find Tomo and Akemi waiting there. Today, like always, I went straight to the first-year classroom to meet Sachi. I couldn't find any trace of her, though. Thinking I might have missed her, I headed here. Maybe you just didn't notice her in the crowd? No way. She would have said something to me. We've never missed going home together. I don't think she went home early either. Hang on a second. Akemi runs up the passing student and asks her something. Someone she knows? Well, yeah, but you've seen that girl before, haven't you? Akemi's asking her about Sachi-chan. Now that he mentions it, I think I do. I sometimes see her when I go meet Sachi at her classroom. Actually, she's in the same class, isn't she? And Akemi really does have a big network of friends. Whatever the student is telling her, Akemi suddenly looks very worried and she runs back to us. Maikon! She said that after school, Sachi-chan left the classroom with Rei-chan. With Sadakawa? Where did they go? That much I don't know. I've got to find her. Hey, Mamoru. Jeez, well, I guess it would be more efficient if we split up. Mamoru will probably be going to the upper floors, so Akemi, you check the first floor. I'll search around outside the building. Gotcha! Until now, Sadakawa's never actually tried to take Sachi anywhere, or at least Sachi's never told me if she has. I've got a bad feeling about this. I climb the stairs as quickly as I can. Wait, what am I doing? I should try calling her before I search blindly. I take out my phone while I'm running up the stairs and call Sachi. Of course, until she actually picks up, I can't do anything but search blindly. I pass the second floor by. Those are our classrooms, and if Sadakawa is going to take Sachi anywhere, it's not going to be anywhere near us. If she took Sachi outside the school, she would have had to get past Tomo and Akemi since they were waiting at the shoe rack. First floor has too much traffic going through it, so she wouldn't go there either. Given all that, it's very possible she took Sachi up to the third floor. Finally, I arrive at the top of the stairs on the third floor, but now what? I haven't been able to get any clues that might point to where they've gone so far. Sachi hasn't answered her phone, but it must still be ringing. I rest at the third floor landing, trying to figure out what to do next. I hear the ringing coming from nearby. It's gotta be Sachi's. They must be close. It's coming from somewhere above me. I immediately think of the stairway leading up to the roof where Sachi and I ate lunch together not so long ago. Give it back. I hear a voice cry out from the same direction. It's definitely Sachi. I sprint up the stairway. The moment I turn on the midway landing between the two floors, I see Sachi fly down the stairs in front of me, and behind her Sadakawa, arm outstretched. Watch out! I jump up the stairway, my body operating on instinct at this point. Sachi! My mind goes blank as my body drives forward, just barely managing to get my arms between Sachi and the floor, and the force of her fall brings us both down. It's not what it might be considered a graceful catch, but at least I stopped her from hitting her head. Sachi, are you okay? I get a hold of myself and manage to stand up before helping Sachi to her feet. Senpai, you came for me. Are you hurt? I hit my knee, but I think I'll be fine otherwise. I guess I couldn't completely protect her. She grimaces as she lets go of me and tries to stand on her own. As I look her over and check for other injuries, the first thing I notice is a bruise on her face that she didn't have when we met for lunch today. It doesn't look too bad though, so we can deal with that later. Okay, well, right now I think we need to get you to the school nurse. Senpai, are you okay? Yeah, don't worry about me. I couldn't completely support her when I caught her, and her weight brought my arm down to a bang against the floor. That of course hurt like hell. But I can't show any weakness right now. I'm not screaming in pain at least, so there's probably no permanent damage anyway. Hey, Sadakawa! I locked my pain down and turned to face Sadakawa, who's still standing at the top of the stairs. If I hadn't been there, Sachi probably would have gotten seriously injured or worse. Like I care, it was an accident anyway. She looks away from me as she says it. When Sachi was falling, it did look like Sadakawa tried to reach out for her, so she probably isn't lying about that. But that doesn't make her any less responsible. And I'm sure she's also responsible for that new mark on Sachi's face. Stop bullying Sachi. Yeah, why should I listen to you? Because you almost got her killed just now. What do you think will happen to you if I tell a teacher or your parents what you did? Yeah, if you don't leave me alone, I'll make sure everyone knows what you're doing. Sachi doesn't retreat behind me. She just stands her ground, looking at Sadakawa in the eye. Are you threatening me? You got some nerve. Sadakawa walks down several steps, advancing towards Sachi menacingly. I just want you to stop doing this. Sachi doesn't back away as Sadakawa approaches. I can't stop. I can't stand weaklings like you, and I refuse to let someone as pathetic as you do as you please. Then I'll tell. But I won't let you snitch on me. If you do, there'll be more trouble. What are you saying? I'm going to disappear. Huh? I'm saying I'm gonna leave this school. It's not like I have any friends here, and I can't mess with you anymore, so there's no point in me being here. I'll transfer to a different school. My parents don't give a shit anyway. You don't have to go that far. Shut up. I can't even stand to be around you anymore, and I can't let you snitch on me. So I'm leaving, got it? Sadakawa presses Sachi's phone into her hand before handing down the stairs. We watch her go and keep staring at the stairwell. Even after she's gone, both of us completely dumbfounded by what just happened. After a while, Tomo and Akemi appear on the stairs in place of Sadakawa. Mamoru, Sachi-chan, are you guys alright? We just passed Rui-chan on the stairs. Was she here? Yeah, she was. I don't really know what just happened, to be honest, but she said she's gonna stop bullying Sachi. She also said that she hated her and was going to change schools. Wait, Rui-chan said that? Yeah, I don't know if she's serious or not. There's no way that's going to happen. Why not? Didn't Sadakawa say she was going to change schools in the middle of school as well, Akemi? It was for similar reasons too, I think. What the hell? I'm gonna go talk to her. Akemi rushes down the stairs, and we can hear her stomping down the hallway even after she steps out of sight. Kemi. That girl. Tomo follows her down the stairs. Will Kemi-senpai be okay? Tomo's the one I'm worried about. Well, whatever. Sadakawa said she was going to transfer to another school, but I wonder if it really is that easy, you know? At least I can do more than just cry now. Yeah, you stood up to her. I was amazed, honestly. You're completely different from when we first met. It's all thanks to you, senpai. You're giving me too much credit. In the end, you're the one who stood up to her, not me. Even so, thanks for everything you've done, for helping me change, for finding me. Hey, you know, this is where we first met, isn't it? We haven't come back here in a long time, have we? Yeah, lately we've been having lunch on the second floor with Akemi and Tomo. I really am grateful to you, senpai. She has changed. She hasn't been stuttering nearly as much as when we first met, and she smiles a lot more as well. And when we talk, she looks right at me instead of, well, anywhere else. But that eye of hers never changed. It stayed bright and shining this whole time. I can't get it out of my mind. We stand there in silence for a while. I gaze into her eye and she gazes into mine. Hey, yes? You know, even if she doesn't leave the school, I don't think she'll be hurting you anymore. I think you're right. I'm not the weakling she thought I was anymore. And when push comes to shove, you really were there for me, senpai. You saved me. I guess that means your wounds are finally going to heal? Yeah, I guess so. Do you want to touch them? While I still have them, I mean? Sure. Girl, you got a weird fetish. Okay. Sachi closes her eyes and presses her body into mine, just like last time. Maybe it's selfish of me, but I've been waiting for this. I put my hand over her shoulder, just like last time. But this time, I don't put my hand on the scar on her brow. Instead, while her eyes are still closed, while she's so vulnerable, I put my free hand under her chin and lift her head up before putting my lips to hers. I let her lips touch for a moment, just enough for Sachi to feel it. Then she rears back a little, blinking at me in astonishment. That was unfair, you know. Yeah, I know. Sorry. Do it again. Do it right this time. Now we're even. I think her eye has caught me in its spell, and I couldn't refuse her even if I wanted to. I take her by the shoulder again as we slowly come together. Her eye is opening this time. Just as I feel myself being drawn into her eye, I feel her body close to me. Aw. Is that the end? That's it. So yeah, that was a very cute one. Thank you to the person that suggested this. So, I will now be doing full-time Snoot Snoot game. So thank you guys. Don't forget to check out my other series, including Cut to the Core. And I'll be doing Rain Code very soon. If you guys watch the Twitch, you're seeing it early. Thank you guys so much. If you enjoyed this series, how about giving it some love? And become a member here on YouTube. Thank you guys so much. Don't forget to check out my second channel, Sinfully Pure. And I'll see you all next time. Once again, let's enjoy the credits. It is cute. So I'm not going to do the... there's apparently a third game by this developer. I've been told about it. I don't think I'll be doing it. Oop! Sorry about that, guys. Alright, so let's check out the extras really quick. So all the cinematics. Jukebox. Gallery. Yep, we got all the events. Can you actually see what one? Alright, so that's just... Whoop, I didn't mean to do that. So you kind of get to see all the outfits, which is neat. So there's no other paths to the game. I did it again. Alright, guys, so let's see. I will see you guys next time. Seriously. Bye, guys.